Well, there it is. I finally got it. PlayStation 4 Pro. There's the box. Right there, let's zoom out of the box. It's a very big box, by the way. Now, let's move to the left. On the left side, you see some more Sony PlayStation 4 Pro logo. Right there. It says Jet Black 1 terabyte. And that's the model number right there. And then on the back right here, you got Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. And you got the PlayStation 4 Pro with the controller standing upwards. Now, I don't know where the stand is and where you can buy it. I looked everywhere, I couldn't find it. So I don't know if that's something that's going to be coming out next week. But you'll have to check on the Sony blog for that. And there's a few games over here. Watch Dogs 2, which I'm going to get next week. Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm definitely going to get that. Mass Effect, Andromeda, all these 3 games, including Infinite Warfare, which I do have. It's compatible with the PlayStation 4 Pro enhancement. And here we have Game Worlds Come Alive. Let's see what it says here. It says, PlayStation 4 Pro gets you closer to your game. Heighten your experience, enrich your adventures, let the supercharged PlayStation 4 Pro lead the way. Spectacular graphics, explore vivid game worlds with rich visuals, heightened PlayStation 4 Pro. Enhanced gameplay, support for faster frame rates, delivers super sharp action for select PlayStation 4 games. Meaning only certain selective games will be able to utilize this enhancement. One unified gaming community, compatible with every PlayStation 4 game, play online, okay, we got that. Extraordinary entertainment with up to 4K streaming, 4K auto upscaling for video content. That's me. That's what I'm very interested on. Now, that's the back of the box. I spent 2 minutes showing you the box. So, now let's go to the main event. Okay, so this is the front of the box right here. I'm kidding. This is the front of the console. As you can clearly see, it has 3 layers. On the left side, it has the Sony logo. On the right side, it has a PlayStation 4 logo. And right here, on the second layer of the monolith, or if you want to call it Oreos, it has the power button, which is right over here. That's the power button right there. And then we scroll back over here. We're getting the eject button, which is right over here. Hold on, let me just focus my camera. Focus already, will you? There you go. That's the eject button. And here we got a couple of USBs right here. That's pretty cool. So now let me show you on the top. See how the top looks. This is how the top looks right here. It has a nice shiny PlayStation 4 logo on there right there. I'll zoom it a little bit more so you guys can see it a little bit better. Can you see my reflection? Look, you can see my camera moving. Look, check that out. Whoa, look, I can see myself. Look, you can see my Note 7 camera in there. That's pretty cool. Alright, so that's the front side. Now let's move to the back side of the console. Okay, so on the back side over here, we have the AC power outlet. That's right over here, if you guys can see it. There you go. It's right over here. There's the AC outlet. Next to it, we have HDMI 2.0. It is very important that I acknowledge this right now. In order for you to get the 4K picture upscaling, you will need to have HDMI 2.0, meaning the cable that came in with PlayStation 4, it's only good for 1080p. It's not good for 4K. So make sure you have HDMI 2.0, and also make sure that your TV has 4K 60 Hertz HDMI 2.0 input. Let me show you really quick what I mean. I'll show you right now. Alright, you see where it says HDMI best 4K 60 Hertz? That's what you need, and you need HDMI 2.0 high-speed cable. Now, Xbox One S actually came in with HDMI 2.0. That's the one little minus for Sony for not including HDMI 2.0, especially since you are advertising your console to be upscaling to 4K. So that's a little minus for that. But there it is. You can only use it on this input, guys. Remember, it's not going to work on those other inputs. You have to use this one. Okay? Okay, so let's continue. On the other side over here, right next to HDMI 2.0, there is outlet for camera, for iCamera. So you can use your iCamera with your PlayStation VR. And next to it, you got optical outlet as well. Optical audio cable. You can use that for your Dolby Digital DTS. I don't think you'll be able to use DTS-X and Dolby Atmos because you have to have obviously your console has to be able to support that, and the only way you can get the Dolby Atmos is through your receiver that has ARC HDMI input. But we're not here to talk about that. I'm just letting you know you can only get Dolby Digital and DTS through this, which is fine. Alright, next to it over here, we got another USB. Is this a USB? Yeah, another USB cable. So that's 3 USB cables on top of that, you know, 2 up on the front. And right next to it here, you got yourself a Ethernet port. And here we see some more heat sinks, vents on this side. Let's go on the side of the console a little bit. Okay, I turn on my light, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a bunch of heat sink vents over here that blow out that air and keeps the console cool. They're on each side. You guys cannot see it, but they're there. Like they're on each side of the console. They're there. And of course the same thing here on the side. You got more vents, heatsink outlets right here that blow all that air. So they're basically blowing the air from this side and this side as well. So it's both sides right over here, which is cool. And over here too as well. Right here on the top layer. So now you guys probably want to see this console being put upwards. So let's put it upwards, shall we? Okay, so this is how a console looks when it's put upwards. It looks very robust. It looks very big. That's what she said. And the best way to describe it would be like 3 monoliths discs put together like Oreos, you know. I know it's a bad bad analogy to use Oreos, but it's just a good looking console. Let's put it that way. It looks very good. Now let me show you from the top right here. Let me give you different angles like this. You know, I'm trying to give you as many different angles as I can so you guys can take a good look at it. Now, some of you are wondering, like, hey, why aren't you recording in 4K? The reason I'm not doing it in 4K because this is going to be a long video. I want to show you the unboxing. I want to show you the setup when you plug it in and all that. So that's why this video, it's being shot in 720p for that reason. And this is the back side of it. This is how the back side look. Right here, let me show you. There. And there's on the top right there. And let me show you right here in the back. There's the back. There's the logo right there. You can see it. PlayStation 2. PlayStation 4. What am I talking about? Did I just say PlayStation 2? And this one, it's shiny as well. You see, it has the mirror glossy feel to it. So both of them are shiny. All right. Okay, I think pretty much I showed you everything there's to show you how the console looks. Let me give you some more, angle. The back there, and then on the front, you guys probably want to see the front a little bit more. There's the front, has the logo on there. And it's very big, man. It's very hefty. Very hefty. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to compare it to Xbox One S. Let's see just how the difference is between the two. So in about a few seconds, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so here we have Xbox One S next to a PlayStation 4 Pro. And the first thing you will notice is that PlayStation 4 Pro, it's longer. It's much longer. While Xbox One S, it's not that long. Now let's look at the width between these two. Honestly, I would say, yeah, Xbox One S, it's a bit taller. Just a bit taller. But that's because PlayStation 4 Pro, it's using that layer, that extended layer, like stairs, you see? You see what I'm talking about? Like right here. It's like stairs. See, it has this like a stair, like steps look to it. 1, 2, 3. And if it wasn't like stairs like this, if it wasn't narrow like that, and if it was just straight up, then I think they would be about the same height. But they're honestly not much of a difference in height. They're equally in height. The only difference you will notice is this thing is much longer and much wider too. A little bit wider. So let me show it to you from this angle, like this, if I can, so you guys can see it. Like that. Now let me show you the Xbox One S from that angle, like this. And let's do it like that. So now you know why my Mr. 4K upscaler icon has PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox One S on top of each other. This is why. Because of this. You all know this day was coming. But there's an interesting story about this PlayStation 4 Pro that some of you need to understand. Obviously, I wasn't able to buy this right away because I was a bit financially stuck. I didn't have enough money to do so, to go out there and buy it, because past couple of months for me financially has been a bit harsh for me personally, especially with the YouTube and the whole thing with my partners, So what I ended up doing was trading in my old PlayStation 4 500 gigabyte Destiny version for $150. And then I traded my PlayStation VR for $300. So I was able to both of those, trade them in, and pretty much didn't have to pay anything. Both PlayStation VR and my PlayStation 4 were enough to cover this console. Now, someone asked me the other day, said, "Hey, dude, why are you gonna trade in your PlayStation VR?" Look, man, I tried PlayStation VR. It's okay. There's not that many games right now for me to play it on. Once Gran Turismo Sports comes out, once some more games comes out that, I will have a reason for it, then I'll do it, then I'll buy it, and then I'll take the advantage of this beast right here. So But at the moment right now, I don't see any use of it. Seriously, until if they release Gran Turismo 5 or Gran Turismo Sports early, then I'll do it. Or if they release Ace Combat, which won't be until like spring, so, or summer. But for right now, man, I'm not really in a hurry for PlayStation VR. I tested it, I tried it, it's okay, it looks good, but it's just not there yet. It's just not there yet. I'll need some more AAA good games. I gotta have a reason, man, to play that thing. You know, all they have right now is tech demos, and they all suck, and they charge too much money for it. Like what was that? The one game they wanted $60 for it. Come on, give me a break. That Robinson Journey. Come on. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not paying $60 for a tech demo. You can kiss my ass. But anyway, enough of me explaining this. Now let's go ahead and hook this baby up. Let's do that. Let's do initial setup. Alright, the one thing I want to show you is this cable, man. Look how thick this cable is. This is the AC outlet cable that's going to go to my PlayStation 4 Pro. And look how thick this thing is, man. Just to show you, like, to give you the idea. Look at this cable right here, and look at this one. And look at this. This is the Xbox One S cable, the AC outlet, and then look at the this beast outlet. But I guess since this thing's going to be eating a lot of power, they need that sort of a cable, obviously. So anyway, so this is where my PlayStation 4 Pro is going to be sitting right here, and then next to it I'm going to put my Xbox One S. So let me go ahead and set that up really quick. Okay, so I got my controller hooked up. Got both my Xbox One S and PlayStation 4 Pro. So let's go ahead and let's boot this up. Let's see how it looks. Alright, just give me one sec. And remember, guys, it has to be the HDMI 2.0 input, okay? The one that says 4K 60 Hz. Otherwise, it's not going to work. I'm just letting you know. On my Vizio M55C2, it's under HDMI 5. On your TV, it might be under something else. But just make sure it has that yellow highlighted right here. See where it says right here? 4K 60 Hz. That's what you want. Alright, so let's fire this baby up. Let's see. There's my PlayStation 4 Pro, and there's my Xbox One S, and there's my TV, and there's me right there. So let's go ahead and let's do this. See, right next to the touchpad, you have that blue light lit up. Okay, I turned it on, didn't I? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. I know what the problem is. You have to boot it up from here. It's not going to work like that. You have to go from here to do it. So, there. Where's the button? You have to touch this button here. See how big my hands are, man. Gigantic. Compared to this little beast. Where is it? Is it over here? Alright, let's turn the sucker on. There. See the blue light. The blue Oreo light has lit up. Now it's going to ask us to do a setup to set this whole thing up. I wish I could do 1 hour in 4K 4K resolution this video, but do you guys realize how big of a file that would be? I would still do it, but the problem is my camera only allows me 10 minutes to record 4K. So that's why I'm doing this 720p, and hopefully you guys appreciate this video. Remember, I do this for you. I want you guys to see it. Yeah. All right. Oh, that's right. I'm such an idiot. I forgot to plug in my I forgot to plug in my HDMI to my input, my 4K 60 Hz. Hold on, let me plug it in. You know what? Let's do this in real time. Hold on. Let me show you. I'm gonna go over here. Hold on a second. There. Pull it out. See, this is the high speed. This is the, hold on, come on. Focus. It said high speed. Will you focus, you stupid camera? There, you see, high speed, HDMI 2.0 cable. That's the 2.0, that's what you want. You want to plug it right here where it says yellow. You see where it says yellow? 4K, 60 Hertz, 1080p or higher. This 30 Hertz and 50 Hertz down here, it's not going to work. Alright, so let's plug it in. I'm going to plug it in right now. Hold on. There it is, in real time. I didn't edit anything. So now, we should be able to see something in about a few seconds. You got to wait for it to process the upscale. Alright. You see, it says right there, 2160p. Let me show you. Hold on. See right here, 2160p. The same applies for Xbox One S. You have to use that HDMI 2.0 input on your TV. You got to make sure that your TV is 4K 60 Hertz compatible. If your TV is not 4K 60 Hertz compatible, you won't be able to use neither one of these two consoles for 4K upscale, okay? Especially PlayStation 4 Pro. So just keep in mind, before you go buy this console, just keep in mind that you have your TV compatible with 4K 60 Hertz. You can go look around, look at the inputs, check the TV. Don't just listen to the salesman. You go do your own homework before you go buy a TV. All right. So I'm letting you guys know in advance. You will also need a HDMI 2.0 cable to get the advantage of the 4K upscale. All right. So this is the initial setup. I'm gonna go ahead and go through this setup. Once I finish this setup, then I'm gonna go ahead and show you how it looks. Okay. So let me go ahead and finish this initial setup. But remember, you will need, your TV will have to be 4K 60 Hertz compatible. And the same thing applies for Xbox One S. Alright, both of these consoles, they're using the 4K 60 Hertz input, HDMI 2.0 cable. One negative thing about Sony, I will say, is they did not include a 2.0 cable. The only thing they included is your regular 1080p cable, which is still good. You can use it for your 1080p TV. Don't get me wrong, you can still use this console as a 1080p, but you're not going to get that upscale, that 4K and HDR that you need. Alright, so I'm just kind of letting you know and heads up about that, so you know. Alright, because that's what I do, guys. I don't just unbox and just give the opinions. I let you know exactly what's inside the box, what's inside the console, and what exactly you're going to need. I like to walk you step by step on everything. So when you decide to buy your PlayStation 4, you know exactly, after you watch this video, you'll know exactly what you will need. So when you're ready to start your console and enjoy it, you'll have everything you need. Alright, let me go set this up and then we'll continue. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I also got this as well, Rise of the Tomb Raider. We're going to try this game out while I'm waiting for my software to update. We'll try the Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration anniversary edition. We'll do a upscale versus not upscale. We'll try different enhancement, non-enhancement. You know, we'll try all these different features off and on. We'll try and compare them on my TV. I'm gonna use a 4K highest possible bit rate 10-minute video footage camera. I'm gonna try to compare it in many different parts. So the good part is I have plenty of games to try out PlayStation 4 Pro, meaning I have Tomb Raider, I have Infinite Warfare, I have The Last of Us, Uncharted. The list goes on and on and on. Battlefield 1. So I have plenty of games to test this out. The one thing I have to notice, the update was pretty fast. You notice a bit of more speed with PlayStation 4. You know, the update took about not even not even less than 5 seconds, man, it was done. And boot up really fast. So let's go ahead. Let me sign into my PSA and PlayStation Network, and let's check it out. Okay, so here I am. I'm back to my Mr. 4K upscaler PlayStation UI user interface. It runs smooth. It runs really fast. I have to admit. You do notice a little bit of speed. Even on the UI, on the user interface, you notice bunch of speed, like scrolling down and up. See how everything is fast? There's barely any input lag, zero lag here, man. Now let's go to the settings. Let's go over here to the settings, to the picture settings over here. Let's do that, shall we? Let's click on it. So we want to go down to a sound and screen. Let's take care of that. Okay, let's go to the video output settings. Automatic RGB, automatic HDR. It's off. I don't have it, so I'm not gonna put it on. Let me see what it says on there. Automatic, but I'm gonna go ahead and use 2160p. You see, mine doesn't support the RGB, which is fine because I'm using 4K 60 Hz. So I'll go with this one right here, 2160p UV 420. Let's see. Automatic. I'll put it full, see what happens. There you go. Okay, so this is in 4K right now. What you're seeing, it's 4K. Obviously, my video is recording 720p, but this is 4K, and look how fast this runs. Look at this. Let's go to my library. Let's see what we got. Games, applications, purchased. See, these are all the games that I have purchased that I can download if I want to. Obviously, Infinite Warfare is the one I definitely want to download. So I'm going to click on Infinite Warfare to download it. Right here. So click download. Let's click download. Let's see how fast it goes. Select all. Yes. Select all. Select all and download. There you go. I mean, I'm very hold on, there's somebody, I gotta give a shout out to somebody. Somebody let me know about HDMI 2.0. There was a member here. I have to go ahead and okay. There was somebody here. Let me go to my my notification, my friends, right here, messages. Yeah, this person right here, he also has a PlayStation 4 Pro. He got it before me, and he told me that that was funny. No, what happened is, hey, let me tell you, let me show you the conversation anyway. This is Struders. Thank you, man, for letting me know about 2.0 HDMI. Here, let me show you what he told me, so that way you guys know that I'm not BSing. Yeah, this is what Struders. He's one of my members. He follows me on YouTube, and he was also my friend on the PlayStation Network. He said, I ran Sony last night, and they confirmed you do get high-speed cable. There's a problem with the TiMi firmwares. They said I finally got my PlayStation 4 Pro to have the 4K option available, but I had to boot PlayStation 4 into safe mode, then choose HDCP, change it from automatic to 1.4, restart, then uncheck the HDCP setting under the system settings on Pro, and finally let it to do 4K HDR. What a nightmare. So you see, there were some issues and some problems with the cables. He was able to get it to work. Sony said that they include the HDMI high-speed cable, but I tried it, and it doesn't work. You know, once I connected my high-speed cable, the one that I have, it worked. But this one that I have right here, where is it? This one right here. Now Sony is claiming that they got high-speed HDMI cable, but let me show you that nowhere does it say here that it's a high-speed cable. It's just a regular HDMI. And there's a huge difference between HDMI 2.0 and this input right here. HDMI 2.0 has less pins than the regular HDMI, so it has like maybe 6 or 7 pins, and then at the edge there's a little empty spot. So well, they're claiming that it's a high speed, but I don't see anywhere that says high speed on there. Usually the cables that are high speed, they usually come with a logo letting them know that it's a high speed 2.0. But I don't think this is a high speed. Look, I'll check this out. I'll try this out, see if it works. You know, if it works, then it works. You know what I mean? So, you know what? Let's get to the bottom of it right now. Let's find out if, in fact, this works, this cable. Okay, so I hooked up my HDMI cable. Supposedly it's 2.0 high speed. I think they are, because I just compared both of them and they look identical, both of them. I don't know if I can show it to you. Hold on a second. Both of these look very identical. The only difference is on this one it says high speed HDMI cable. So let's go ahead and let's hook this one up that came in with PlayStation 4. Let's hook it up. Let's see if it works. Shall we? Let's do this. Let's go back over here, do the same thing. Put this baby over here. Alright. And then we're going to plug this one over here. It should go like that. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it real time. See, there's no editing with me, man. I do everything real time because I want you guys to see it. There, it's plugged in, and let's see what happens. No, they weren't lying. They weren't lying, man. They were telling the truth. They were telling you the truth, fellas. But I'm still going to use my old disc cable. I'm still going to use this one. I like this one better. But, no, it works. So, at least we got that clarified. PlayStation 4 Pro comes with high-speed HDMI 2.0 cable. Okay, so, and even he said that they confirmed you do get a high-speed cable, so they weren't lying, they're telling the truth. So hey, big shout out to Struders, man. He really he gives me a lot of information and stuff. You know, he does research too. You know, he calls the source, he calls the Sony, and they tell him, and he does also tests to see if it works or not. So big shout out to Struders right there, man. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. I told you I was going to give you a shout out. But there you have it. High-speed HDMI 2.0 cable does come with PlayStation 4 Pro, so you don't have to worry about buying a cable. The only thing you have to worry about is this right here. You got to make sure that your TV has this. Okay? See what it says right here? 4K 60 Hertz. That's what you need. You got to have that, man. That's the key for you to get the PlayStation 4 Pro rolling. Same thing goes for Xbox One S. You gotta connect your Xbox One S to your 4K 60 Hertz where it's highlighted yellow in order for it to work. For 4K, you know. If you're not gonna be upscaling anything to 4K, then you don't have to worry about it. You can just go ahead and use a 1080p. So I just want to keep that in check for you guys who do have 4K TV, and some of you who are planning to buy a 4K TV and PlayStation 4 Pro this holiday season. Make sure when you go look to buy that TV, make sure that it comes with 4K 60 Hertz. I'm pretty sure a lot of them come with it, but I heard some stories that some they don't. So always double check. It doesn't hurt you to double check, you know. Why would you spend your hard-earned cash without double-checking first? So there you have it, guys. That's my PlayStation 4 Pro. It's about, what, 35 minutes. It's probably the longest unboxing and setup that I have done. And I just want to say a couple of things. First, let me put this back in. Let me, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to say a couple of things right now before I end this video. But let me put this back really quick. Okay, so everything is set up now. Let me just exit out of here really quick. As you can see, it's really fast, and even downloads, well, that's because I have a very good internet speed, but this is really fast. There's a couple of things I want to say first before I end this video. And I know you guys appreciate this video. Oh, by the way, did I tell you, yeah, this thing right here on the touchpad, it lights up. And it can also change the colors. Alright. But I'm sure many of you already knew that, but there you have it. Now, anyway, what I was about to say is that you all who have been following me now for about 2 months, 2.5 months, since August 31st this year, you do know that I'm not a fanboy. I tried everything. I tried every console, every system, even VR, and even PC I hooked up and tried it. And if you go through my 1200 videos, you will see just how much content I have. So right there, I'm not a fanboy. So let's just clear that out. But one important thing I want to say about these two consoles. Xbox One S, I have dedicated 2.5 months, almost 2.5 months, doing a variety of different tests, upscales, and whatnot. And some people are saying that I even helped boost the sales for the Xbox One S. Now, I don't think so, but that's, people can have their own opinion. I think it's because of the 4K Blu-ray player that came with it, and upscale and HDR, that's what sold the console. It wasn't because of me. I was just kind of like, I might have helped it a little bit, but it wasn't because of me. So I just want to clarify that. Even though I dedicated 2.5 months just for this console. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this console, man, I cannot speak today. The reason I'm mentioning this console, Xbox One S, and the whole point being I'm showing it to you, it's I have spent 2.5 months on this console, and I will continue to do tests on it. There's still a lot of games I need to do tests on it, but I just want to let you know the exact same treatment that I gave to Xbox One S for 2.5, almost 3 months. I will give that exact same treatment to PlayStation 4 Pro, meaning I will experiment, I will do tests, I will do all sorts of different things with this console and this TV, and hopefully when I get a new TV, I'll be able to even do more explorations with it and see what else this console can do. And yes, PlayStation 4 Pro will be connected to the Xbox One S. That will be tested as well. So I just want to let you know that I will give the same exact treatment to PlayStation 4 Pro as I did to the Xbox One S. That's the reason being why my 4K upscaler icon has PlayStation 4 Pro on top of the Xbox One S. Okay, with the green background. All right, so that's the reason for that. So I just want to say that, and but that doesn't mean I will abandon Xbox One S. Xbox One S, I still have Mass Effect, I have a bunch of games I have to upscale, obviously, but I will give the same treatment to PlayStation 4 Pro as I did to the Xbox One S. Okay, I just want to keep that in check. All right, now tonight there will be a couple of videos, 10 minutes each. It'll be recorded in 4K, highest possible bitrate on my camera. I'll try to give you guys the best possible viewing angle on my 4K camera. We'll go through many different variety features. First, we'll do Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then we're going to do Infinite Warfare. All right, so 2 games tonight you will see for sure will be a Infinite Warfare and Rise of the Tomb Raider. So Rise of the Tomb Raider and Infinite Warfare tonight. Tomorrow we'll go through The Last of Us and the Uncharted 4. Okay, so that's what's going to be next. Hopefully you enjoyed this 40 minutes unboxing, setup, video. I think this is probably the only video on the YouTube channel that you will find that will walk you through it like this in real time without any editing. And that's what I do, guys. Alright, so have a good one. Thank you for watching this long 40-minute video, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Have a good one.